Oh,
That's
I
what
still
it
said he
was.
was live.
What's up? What's up, everybody? Hey, Gaia. Hey, Demetra. Hey, y'all. Let me look at my other thing. So I just wanted to talk to y'all
Hey guys.
real briefly. Dolly is my co-host.
What's
So
up?
what Dolly's gonna do? I don't really know what she's gonna do, but she's gonna co-host me. She's gonna be my co-pilot for the night. Um, while we have our little conversation. So when we were in the other chat, conversation kind of shifted and we were talking a little bit about first of all, can y'all hear me? Can
Yeah,
y'all hear me?
I hear you.
They keep saying, hey y'all. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me, Gaia, if you can hear me, Demetra.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
They ain't saying nothing. Hold
I don't
on.
think they can hear us.
I don't think so either. Hold on, just 1 second.
Did you hit the live in the corner? In the top
Yeah,
right corner?
yeah, I'm
Oh,
live.
okay, they got us. They
They
got
put
us.
the
They got
ones.
us.
I see them. Okay.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hold on, let me do that. Okay. So anyway, hey y'all. You know what? I thought I could. I thought y'all couldn't hear me. I was like, oh Lord, here we go again. But anyway, we were talking in the other chat. It was just yes, Miss Monty, you're the winner. Hey, I hope you enjoy all of your lovely parting gifts, and remember to pay it forward because it's gonna keep you blessed.
Very
Okay,
good.
boo. So we were talking a little bit about everything that's going on right now and about um trying to survive, or at least, hey Chef Disaster, or at least trying to make the best of the situation that we have right now. So we don't really know a lot about everything that's going on. We've been in this stuff for months. We keep hearing different things, right? So I don't know who all is still working, or who doesn't have a job now, or who had a business, they're trying to open their business back up, or who
Starting a
was
business.
right, like Dolly had a business. Dolly was doing daycare. I'm glad you caught me too, Chef Disaster. Thank you so much for coming in, and I hope you get something from this, honey. I don't know, like, how many mothers were derailed, or single parents, because you could be a single father too. You got derailed because one day you was working, everything was fine. The next day they told you you can't come to work, and then the next thing you know, you're sitting home with your kids. You went from being, you might have worked in a factory, you could have been a restaurant worker, you might have worked in a mall or something, you could have had your own business, home health care, whatever. Now all of a sudden, you're sitting home with children. You gotta homeschool your kids. You still gotta pay your bills.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta um you're still expected to, as an adult, take care of all of these responsibilities. But at the same time, where are your resources gonna come from? So one thing that I did, I'm gonna say this in the front end, while we just to let y'all know where I'm at in the process. Um, I was self-employed, part-time self-employed. I had a part-time job and I had some side hustles. But that allowed me to live my life, take care of my kids, be a wife, take care of home and everything like that. So when this whole global pandemic took place, what I did was I used my FMLA that I have from a part-time job, so I don't really have to be there. Um, I kind of slowed down on one of my side hustles and I replaced my job with another job. So right now I'm working from home so that I could bring in money. So that's what works for me, right? Not necessarily going to work for everybody. You still
Yeah.
got to find daycare if you got kids, right? You still got to have some kind of money coming in, right? You still got to buy food. Even if you're in the house, you still got to buy food. You still got to feed yourself, right? You're spending more time at home than you ever had, right? So I wanted to talk to y'all about some of the things that kind of take the burden off of your everyday living and how to make things more manageable until we go into our new normal. And we don't even know what our new normal is, right? But so that we could at least be comfortable or look towards our new normal. So, Dolly, my co-host,
Yeah.
how has life changed for you since the middle of March of 2020?
Well, I'm an introvert anyway, so I stay in my room all day. But one thing I can honestly say is that I get to see my child all day, and she really loves me being home. Remember, I called you one day and I was telling you how I had to sit there and break it down to her. I'm about to go back to work soon.
Mm-hmm.
She had a complete meltdown. She's
Mm.
so used to me being here. She used to me being here with her homework now, being her teacher, being her mother. But truth be told, I'm like Ray. I miss my little babies.
But I actually like being at home. I'm gonna be
I do
honest
too.
with you.
I just
I
miss my
don't.
kids.
The more I stay at home, the more days I stay with myself. I do like being at home, and I'm like an introverted extrovert. When I say that, that means I'm really to myself. Before all of this happened, I could go out by myself. I would go to the club. I would go to the restaurant. You name it, I'm going by myself. I didn't need a wingman to go shopping. Not I could do anything by myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like I'm in the house, so I'm in my comfort zone. I'm okay with, I feel like I'm my best company. So I'm okay with being by myself. But at the same time, I love being at home with my kid. I love being home with my family. So it works for me. But then I do like social integration. I do like being around other people and, having that good social contact and everything too. Right now, we can't do that. Like um we're not allowed to be as close with other people or in big groups of other people like the way we used to do it. You know what I'm saying?
My
So
social
it's
contact is YouTube, so
but and you know what? YouTube is good. It's great that we got into YouTube, and everybody build those relationships because you still have, some form of contact. You still have contact with other people. So Demetra Lit All Day has come to grace our presence. How you doing, sis?
Well, not
What's
really,
going
but
on with
hello,
you?
everybody. I was just gonna say, I just wanted to come on. You're doing great. I want to congratulate you on your second live. Hello, everybody in
Thank
chat.
you.
Over here, please hit the like, comment, and most importantly, share this new vlogger content. I just wanted to come on. I didn't want to come on. Put me just back down,
Hmm.
and I want to see.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if you can do a share screen with me down. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's
All
fine.
right, back.
Thank you. But so anyway, guys, like so we got that part like about the social interaction, about being around other people. At least we have somebody to talk to. If you're a YouTuber or a subby and you met people on YouTube, you might not be able to be around people that you are around all day. But if you're on YouTube, you do have time now to hang out with your new friends, right?
exactly.
So, but then again, we still have this new normal. We still have this crazy situation when you go outside, when you do go, right? You go into the grocery stores, you got to have masks, you got to have gloves, you got to take hand sanitizer, you got to take a bottle of alcohol, drench yourself down before you get out the car, and when you get back in, you got to Lysol your steering wheel, you got to wipe down the shopping cart, and then you see people who are walking around with nothing on at all,
Just
right?
coughing.
Some people have their mask on and they pull their mask down so they can cough and they won't choke themselves. You know what I mean? So, but then it's like, who's to say who's right with that? Because who really knows what's going on outside? Who really knows?
The government, but they're not saying.
I don't even think that they know. I think that a lot of times pride will put you in the block. Pride will make you block doing the right thing, right? When you're
Personally.
very prideful, you won't even I like the clean stores too, Miss Bonnie. You're right. I do like that.
I'm about
It's
self preservation.
even though some of the stores are not clean, I do like the new cleanliness that the stores are doing and like sanitizing and stocking less stuff so they can get the good stuff out and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of people don't believe that it's something going down right now. So when you look at why don't people believe what's going on, right? When I what I think about is look at all of the reactions. First of all, globally, you have a whole world shut down. Different countries are shutting down at different times for different amounts of time to try to keep the citizens safe. You can go to different places and see them spraying stuff in the air, trying to disinfect the air. You have drug companies trying to come up with vaccines that we don't even know if we need, right? But what we do know is that America has a whole lot of people who don't have jobs. Unemployment is at its highest. Businesses are closing left and right. Small businesses, a lot of them will not be opening back up. So the government put out a hey one proud grandma. Thanks for coming back, sis. And so the government put out a loan program called the Paycheck Protection Program, right? So this program it was designed to help small businesses pay their employees for 8 weeks so that they can get back on their feet. Realistically, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. It's just like it's not even that program is about as realistic as giving everybody $1,200 a month and telling them it'll last you 10 weeks until the country opens up. So we're at 10 weeks now. We're at 8 weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll be at 10 weeks. Everything started closing down at the middle of March.
March 18th. My birthday.
Hmm. Right. Everything. Hey, T Royals. Everything started closing down around the middle of March, right? So since the time that everything's closed down and they're trying to force everything back open, nothing's really we don't have anything that's being self-sufficient and standing on its own. So you gave out this loan. The first time you gave out the loan, there was 2 rounds of money given out, right? So the first time they gave out this money to these small businesses,
So the
big, big,
big
big,
money.
big people, big companies came through and snatched up all the money. You had Shake Shack, Roots Chris, um, the LA Lakers, and this one guy. I'm gonna see if I can do a screen share. Y'all don't laugh at me if I can't do this screen share, but I'm gonna try it. Let me see. That ain't the way. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see.
While she's doing that, hey everyone. Hey T.
Can't even find it. Let me see.
Hey T. High Clubs. I message you later. Hi Chef Disaster. Why she's looking for it?
Anyway, I
How's
can't
everybody
find it.
holding up?
I'm not gonna keep
Never
messing with
mind.
it. But it's okay. It's a guy called Monty Bennett, right? No,
Auntie Boo.
it's a guy named Monty Bennett, y'all. So Monty Bennett is he's a hotel magnate. He owns some hotels called the Ashford Group, right? And so the Ashford Group, it it's a chain of hotels. They're very expensive to stay there. The guy makes a lot of money. His take home pay is like over $6 million a year by himself, right?
6 million.
Over $6 million for his own salary alone. So he took out $96 million in loans
I
for
found it.
his 2 hotel brands. $96 million to one guy. Last year, the profits, his profits from his hotels were $2.2 billion. Now, the reason why that matters, thank you, Dolly.
No
And
problem.
that is right. He made over $6 million last year. And um at the by the end of the year, by December, he'll be getting his total compensation. He took about $5 million so he took a pay cut, everybody. He took a pay cut so that he wouldn't have to be broke, I guess. So you got this guy who gets $96 million. That's a huge chunk of the money that was supposed to go to the small businesses. And then you still had Ruth Chris who had $20 million. Shake Shack had 10 million. The Lakers got some money, but all of them agreed to give the money back. This guy, he said no, he's not giving the money back because he has hotels and his hotels has to run. Then you have a lot of rich people that took the loan that have household employees. They have butlers, maids, valet drivers, all these people. And they were even supposed to be allowed to take the loan. They took the loan anyway to pay their household employees. Meanwhile, you have mom and pop shops, you have organic restaurants, food to table, you have farms who need money. So what ends up happening to them is that they may apply for a $50,000 loan and they might end up getting $12,000. They might end up getting $600. The smallest loan amount that I've seen come across my desk was for $33. Now, mind you, somebody been waiting a month and a half to get a $33 loan to help them pay the employees on their business. So this is why I say nothing's going to go back to normal. A lot of people are not going to be going back to work. I have talked to a lot of people who have said that they're not even opening up their business. They're giving this little money back and they just going to go ahead and shut down because they don't want to be responsible for paying back money when they may not even have a business in 6 months or a year, right? So what we got to do, everybody, is we got to think about ourselves. Self-preservation is the best preservation. People will make you think that if you're a good employee, if you work real hard at your job and give it 20 years or 40 years or whatever, you could retire and you could live the American dream. That's not the American dream. That's not it. The American dream is being able to survive and knowing that your family is going to survive and knowing that you're taking care of your family and yourself. So right now, it's a lot of resources out here that we need to be taking advantage of. I know a lot of us might feel like I don't want to take that because somebody else might need it. But think about Monty Bennett. Did he care about who needed the
Nope.
money that he took for his hotels and all the little small businesses up underneath him? He felt privileged. Now he very well could feel privileged because he's a Trump supporter and he donated heavily to the Trump campaign in March and he was able to get $96 million in April. I don't know because I don't know how that worked because I don't contribute to politics, but it just seems like somebody who gives into a campaign and then all of a sudden they walk away with this money and say I'm not giving nothing back, you might look a little privileged to me.
How is
So
that possible?
I mean, it's possible because he did it. I don't. It's possible because he did it. If I knew how he was able to pull that off, I'll be able to tell all these small business owners how to get at least their full loan amounts or how they can get $1 million. When you have friends in high places, you can make anything happen. That's just the way it is. And it's sad as hell, but that's the way it is. So, and me looking around and perusing and stuff, I know that we've all seen the big thing about the unemployment program that they put out. So I'm gonna tell y'all real quick about this unemployment program. And if you're not working, if you're laid off, if you have less, um, if you're working less hours, if you kind of struggling to make ends meet, go file for unemployment.
Hey, the
Go,
deadline up.
huh?
The deadline.
I don't know what the deadline is, but I know that there are two unemployments. There's a federal one and there's a state one. So if you go and you apply for your state unemployment, they're gonna automatically sign you up for federal pandemic unemployment assistance. So the federal unemployment will pay you from April 4th until July 25th. Your state unemployment is going to pay you for at least 39 weeks. I know it's 39 weeks in Georgia. So right now you have people who are bringing in like $1,000 a week on unemployment. The last place they're going to go is back to work where their employers can't even pay them.
But there's a catch to that too. If your job file for unemployment for you and they up and back up, and you don't go, you will lose your employment.
And they said, but you do have a limit. Like you have to be able to make with your employer um a certain amount of money. Like you got to make like you can't make over $300 over something or something, but it's still a good amount of change because if you were making minimum wage, say if you're making 7.75 an hour and you could work 40 hours a week, $7 ain't but $280.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're not going to kick you off for that because you're not even making what your unemployment should be or what your regular wages should be. You can't even live. You wasn't even making it for real in the first place. So now your wage limit is a little higher. So a lot of people are going to exhaust that money, and a lot of states are having emergency food stamp funds, right?
Yep.
I know Virginia just opened up their food stamp program to where they're giving anybody who has kids who have free or reduced
That
meals in school. Yeah.
the chat.
What about the chat?
Demetria.
Oh, okay. Yes, fill out your unemployment form. I'm sorry, Demetri, I didn't see it that time. But Virginia is giving their any kids who were getting free meals or reduced lunches or anything like that, they're giving them several months of food stamp benefits so they can feed their children. All right. So, and I don't even know what the end date is for that, but I feel like if this pandemic were coming to an end, why would you start giving out extra food stamp benefits now? Like that doesn't make sense. So we got to look at how the government is moving, and we have to know that if you look at the way the government is moving, things are not right. It's not right. Like it's like the two don't go hand in hand. Like they're telling us one thing, but they're doing something totally different. So use your resources. If it's out there for you to have it. Now, one thing that I want to share with y'all about the EBT or the food stamp program that a lot of people don't know is that you can buy food bearing plants. Like if you want to get you a little grapevine or tomato plants, you could buy seeds. Anything that produces food, you could buy with a food stamp card.
I didn't know that.
Yes, you can. So if you have a green thumb and you can grow things from seeds, you could spend $10 in seeds and get all your favorite fruits and vegetables growing right outside your house. If you don't have a green thumb, you can go out there and get partially grown fruit and vegetable plants and grow them right inside or outside of your house. And so that law, that federal law was passed in like 2008 or 2009 when we had another pandemic. It was either the swine flu or it was somebody's flu or something, Ebola or something that had happened. And they
2000.
gave and they gave out the emergency food stamps, and so they made it a federal law. They said okay, if you want to produce food, you can produce food right at your house. So the data says, this is what data says. Data says that for every $1 that you buy, that you spend on seeds or plants or vegetables or whatever, you get $25 back in food. So if you are getting these food stamps all of a sudden or an increase or something, go ahead and get you some seeds and try your luck. Seeds ain't nothing but 50 cents a pack, $1 a pack.
3 for $5 at Dollar Tree.
Right. You can go to like anywhere, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. You can that's right, Monty, save your buckets. As a matter of fact, Miss Monty, she has like some really, really good tips on putting your like saving your food so it'll grow food in jars of water or like little glasses of water. You can put onions and um um celery and stuff, and it'll prolong the life of your food, and it'll keep growing more food, and that'll prolong the time between when you got to go to the store to buy stuff. So we got to be resourceful. Like we got to think about, right now a lot of people try to act like it's not a hard time, but this is not the best of times. This is not the
Agreed.
best of times, okay? Like you really got to think outside of the box. You got to really think about what can I do different that's going to help me and my family survive. Growing vegetables indoors is a great way to survive. So it's a lot of things you can start growing on your countertop. I watch a lot of YouTubers who do gardening and everything like that. And I've seen a man grow an avocado tree and he started it on his kitchen counter. I've seen
Cilantro's easy. Tomatoes
I've
are real easy.
I've seen people cut sliced tomatoes and put it on soil and put a little bit of soil on top and water it. Next thing they know, they got tomatoes sprouting. They got the flowers for their tomatoes sprouting. So you can Money, I started a micro what do they call microgreens? I started microgreens and egg cartons. I did do that, but I think next time I'm gonna start them in something else because I feel like because when I water them, they like the egg cartons kind of give way. But the good thing about egg cartons is that if you put your seedlings in them, when you go to put them, like when you want to plant them, you can plant them right in the egg cartons because the egg carton is biodegradable. It's gonna go after it gets so wet, it's gonna deteriorate, but it's gonna feed your garden just like a compost would. So you can actually, it's like a jiffy pot almost. And you can use your eggshells, put some vinegar or like wash them out, crush them down, put vinegar on them, let them set, and you can feed your garden with those. Like it's so many things that we don't know that we can do that we really can do. And we probably should be doing. And Money, you said save the buckets. You could grow potatoes in buckets. I have potatoes, but I put mine in a cardboard box. I put a lot of holes in the bottom of the box, and I got a styrofoam cooler. And I cut the potatoes and put the soil in there, and I use Epsom salt to feed my soil for like magnesium and stuff and nitrogen or whatever is in Epsom salt. And my little potatoes is sprouting. I have leaves and everything. So, it's like things that we really need to know. So another thing that the government is saying that they're going to do is they're going to do another round of stimulus, and some are saying monthly payments, right? They're going to give you money every month. So for me, what that's telling me is if you already getting like Some people getting almost $4,000 a month in unemployment. Then you getting $2,000 a month allegedly for this unemployment. Then you getting food stamps, so you're not paying for food. You're probably paying your rent, your mortgage, or whatever. You got money saved over. You're probably gonna need to save some money or take that money and knock out some of your debt. Get your credit score up. By the time this thing is over, put yourself in a better position. Be able, if they're going to give you this money, pay off a car, pay off a credit card, do something to raise your credit score and get you out of monthly debt so you can have some breathing room. Because we don't know where any of this stuff is going. We don't know what's going to end up happening with what these people are telling us. They telling us anything. You know what I mean? They just making up stuff by the day. The rules change by the day. So we don't know what they
Hour.
saying. But girl, by the hour. By the hour. Sometimes it be 35 minutes, darling. Like the
Like, did
rules.
you?
Hmm?
I said, did you see in the press conference that they had? How Georgia's supposed to open, the school's supposed to open back up in August, and then an hour later today they said September, and now they're talking about they're not opening it up.
I heard
It's
on
by the
somebody
hour.
something today that they're closing Georgia back down until the end of May.
It,
So they don't know what they want to do. They they don't they don't know what they want to do, how they want to do it. Nobody can agree on anything. You have the leader of the country who's
it's
boasting these guys up to say things to their states, and then when the citizens in the state say no, don't do that, we don't want to open up, then he'll be like, you fool, why did you open up your state? You should have did that. So then the
no,
governor is like, I just got off the phone with you and you told me to open up my state. Y'all, this the real world we living in. Right, Grandma, throwing stuff at the walls and hoping it's gonna stick. And it's sad.
what
And all
happens when our president's a monkey?
girl.
My child's over here laughing.
And then it's a whole circus though. You got all these circus performers. You got a whole bunch of people sitting around trying to think how they could benefit from something that's going on. So y'all know that in these stimulus packages, guess what else is being funded in these stimulus packages? The wall. Y'all know, and this all of these researches and the funding for the research and stuff, they're trying to pass. They proposed this one house resolution bill is bill 6666. I've heard about it a couple of times. I've glanced it over. I don't think it's going to pass, but I don't know. But this house resolution is, if if someone in your house, anyone in your house is suspected of having a pandemic virus, or they know you have a pandemic virus, they can come in your house. Like if they knock and you don't answer, they coming in and they checking everybody in the house. This is what they want to do.
We're going back to the Holocaust,
You want to violate people's rights. You want to violate people's rights because you mishandle a situation.
and now they want everybody to start traveling. Everybody has to have a passport now to leave the states.
And see, I don't know about all that. I'm not with all that. I'm not. I'm free to go. Me, I'm free to go. Yes, T Royal Heights Club, we do have to pray. Because all of this going around is confusion. And you know who the author of confusion is. God ain't in this. We just is for all of the churches and stuff that was, the man is at the church praying with his eyes wide open, looking at everybody else while their head is bowed and trying to sing the songs, but he don't know the words of none of them, and talking about how the evangelical churches are the only way, and how he's all pro Jesus and everything. You can tell when somebody ain't never read the Bible. You can tell when somebody has never read the Bible. It's you, like nothing that you're doing is biblical. You don't even understand the part that you're playing in the Bible right now. And it's sad. And all the citizens, they just as lost and clueless. You got people running down the street with guns, standing in front of federal buildings. They want to have the right to go to the barber shop. You don't even care if the barber live or die. You just want a haircut. Like, this is crazy. This is so crazy. So, moving forward, y'all do the best you can. Pray for you and your loved ones. Keep your family and your friends close. Um, Check on everybody. Make sure that everybody in your camp is good. Like, check on your people. I've been seeing a lot of people pass away. I've seen and it's crazy because the people who are actually passing away is not even the people that you think are gonna be the people who will pass away from the virus, but they are. So it's like crazy. They
And
talk about it's a new
person
strain.
that's just affecting kids
Right, it's a new strain affecting the kids.
for 18 or 16.
And so you want the kids to go back to school, and kids pass stuff. You can't tell kids to put a mask on their face all day. Don't touch nobody. Stay 6 feet away from somebody. Like, just even the rule. The adults can't even do it. The adults don't do it. So how are the kids gonna do it? Now, Grandma, I did hear them saying it was a second wave. That a second wave of the virus will hit. I also heard that since the state of Georgia has been opened up, the numbers have went up
Has doubled.
64%. The numbers have risen since April 24th. And so what's happening right now is that the numbers are going up and we're all acting like they're not, because y'all can go outside now. They had something going on in California too, Grandma. I didn't get to see everything that was going on in California, Grandma and Monty, because I'm out here in Georgia trying to figure my life out and trying to figure out what we doing. But I'm not participating. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all, you got to take care of yourself and your family over everything. You got to look at the people around you, like the people that you really care about, and you got to make decisions that you don't want to make. You know what I mean? Like, people want to go back to work, but they're scared. People are actually afraid to go back to work. You got people on the front lines who don't want to be on the front lines. They don't want to be essential workers. They don't want to have to put their lives on the line for the country when you have this leader who faked foot injuries 3 times to dodge a draft. So now you're going to tell people that they got to go out here and they got to put their lives on the line. You want people to go out here and put their lives on the line for the country. When you had your chance to fight for the country, you dodged because you was too good to die. And then you're going to tell other people, well, somebody got to die. You got the mayor of Las Vegas with her Angela Lansbury looking ass, Murder, She Wrote, talking about she's willing to make Las Vegas a control group. Do you know how many people go to Vegas? Like, y'all, we have to take care of ourselves and each other. Take care of your finances. Make sure you could eat. Make sure everybody around you is doing good. If you got friends that you haven't heard from, call them and check on them. If you have older people who stuck in the house because they scared to come outside, go grocery shopping or something for them and put their stuff on the porch so they can have some things. Like, y'all, we got to take care of each other. We got to pay it forward. And that's really all I just came to say. I just came to make y'all, I don't know who reads what or who's enlightened about whatever, but it's just, I'm in this thing all day, every day. I see it, I read about it, I hear about it, I talk about it all morning. So, and I feel like the things that are going on, we need to know about it. We need to know about it. Like, we need to, like, this is something that everybody really need to know. And if it's an easier way of living, like if you got some survival tips, throw us some survival tips. Throw me some survival tips. I'm a survivor.
Excuse me. No, I got the coronavirus.
Who?
I sneezed. I said, excuse me. I said, no, I got the virus. My child was looking at me.
Ain't nobody looking at you, girl.
Oh, my child was.
So T Royal Heights, you work in a daycare.
So I.
Wow. See, the daycares here where we are, most of them aren't even open. And
And as a person who works for them here, we're not open back up. They're talking about September. If we do open back up.
that's crazy. And so, but you want to open up the state. You want people to go back to work, but where are the freaking kids gonna go? Because you still got kids.
Yeah.
You still got kids out here.
But how they were talking about also is like no more than 10 people, including teacher, per classroom. So how's that going to work?
I don't know, but T Royal, if you so if you're an essential worker, are you receiving hazard pay? Are they doing anything motivational for you? Because people say right now it's not about the money. The getting extra money is not going to stop you from catching the virus. No, it's not gonna stop you from catching the virus. But what it will do is it'll make you a little more comfortable, and at least your family, if you do gotta pass away, at least your family can take your hazard pay and buy you some daggone flowers. Cause they can't come to the funeral. It'll help. At least you'll be able to buy yourself a steak for once, maybe, if your check is big enough. It's just crazy. Like everything, like it's such a big separation between the rich and the poor, because the only people who are uncomfortable right now are the people who don't have the resources. The people who have the resources, they don't see a difference. So what if somebody don't come to work because they can't breathe right now because they're in the hospital on a ventilator? They got somebody else to fill their shoes. Grandma, you do private daycare. You know the kids that you keeping though. I wish you would come get my kid though. Anybody want to keep
Oh,
a 5-year-old? He don't have the Rona.
I'm trying to send you my kid.
You no, I can't do that. No, I can't. I cannot. Like you wouldn't believe what my day is like. Okay, and I'm not. I got a homeschool. You know, people went to school. They got in debt to learn
Oh,
how.
you forget, I have a fifth grader. I don't know how to do none of that, man.
Girl, people have listen.
She went
Dude,
back to old school math. And I know when she goes to school next year, I'm like, what the hell is this? She went
girl,
back to Asian math.
Deuce has 3 different kinds of therapies. I'm not a therapist, and he still has a learning school. So frustration a little. People have degrees to do what I'm expected to do right now,
Exactly.
and
I guess I do have a degree, don't know.
I'm expected to go to a job where I would be considered an essential worker, so that I could possibly bring home something maybe to my son, where they got this whole new strain of stuff that attacks children. Now you want me to bring that to my no,
You're a mother, so you are a situation regardless.
no. You know you gotta listen. You gotta cut that shit off somewhere. So T Royal Heights, what kind of equipment do you have to wear? Do you have to wear like the face shields, or like what are you wearing if you're a daycare worker but you're essential?
Do you mind me asking what group age you work with? Because
T Royal, yeah,
I know
what's
I
the
work
age?
with 2-year-olds, and my 2-year-olds don't listen. They hard. I mean, they some thugs. I know that.
Girl, all kids are thugs, all of them.
I have a classroom of 12 2-year-olds.
I mean, even like in Hollywood, like if you watch like the reality shows when they have their reunions and stuff, like the Real Housewives, everybody's up looking like the Brady Bunch. So everybody's in like they're doing everything on Zoom now, right? And so one of my friends who's an actor was saying that Hollywood is never going to come back to what it was. Like people aren't even like they're not getting the jobs that they had. Like
A
ain't no
lot of shows are on hiatus right now.
right. Everybody's on hiatus because they can't be around each other. So how do you do a whole show and everybody's across the room, you know?
Oh,
And
you guys.
and
Not
then
change the subject. Go
and
ahead.
then and then Dolly, you might know, you might have heard of this. I just read it the other day, so I don't know. It's this AI called Michaela Sousa. You know what I'm
Uh-uh.
talking about?
No.
There's a robot named Michaela Sousa. And Michaela is a pop star, an actress.
Okay, I just found her. Yeah.
She has deals with like Prada and a whole bunch of like really really high brand companies. She's a social media influencer. She has over 1 million followers on Instagram. She's not even a real person.
Just found it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the article I read said that they're going that way with entertainment. So now if you're an actress, they don't you don't even have to be in the film. They could replicate you and use your voice and that's it.
I just saw it. Just found her.
You just found her and
Yep.
she looks believable, right? Like she looks like
Yeah.
a person, but she has whole songs. She got a
She
song with
looks
Tiana.
so real.
She got a song with Tiana Taylor. And I'm not making this up.
Let's talk about it. My child said she looks like a Barbie doll.
She does. So T Royal Heights Club says they work with infants. They wear masks, gloves, smocks. They have to check temperatures. The parents can't even come in there.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you guys, because we just got the rundown from because
Okay, well,
we're
go
Call You
ahead,
Ready on my
Demetra.
thing. We just got the rundown. Like, their parents can't come back to class no more. Every time you receive a kid, you gotta wash their hands, your hands. You gotta take the temperature before they leave, after they leave, and they lay down. Everything has to be sanitized every time you move from a table. Because my classroom setup, you have bathroom, lunch, activity. My activity, you go to the reading carpet. So before we go out, it has to be sanitized now, they said. So all day I'm gonna be smell like everything has to be sanitized. Like kids cannot be by each other. This is going to be crazy.
But how you gonna keep the kids away from each other?
Exactly. And then you have to bleach everything down. How's that gonna work with 2-year-olds? Let alone 1-year-olds. I understand 3-year-olds. Yeah, that's her.
Demetra, I put her name in the chat. It's Lil Michaela Sousa.
She looks so real.
But you know what, Glamour? It doesn't have to be really scary or crazy for you. Well, I mean, I can't say how it should be for you, but for me, it's like I can adapt to like change very quickly. So when I see
And
them going left, I'm going right. I'm gonna stay in my own little lane, in my own zone. And so what I decided is let me get out here and start growing some stuff. Let me start pocketing some money so I can go buy me a little piece of land. If I got to put a trailer or modular home or whatever on my land, guess what? It's gonna be my land, and that's where you'll be able to find me. And all my guns and all my vegetables and a couple of chickens so they can lay some eggs. And I will work from home from there. I will have internet service and solar panels. Not saying I'm going off the grid, but I might be halfway off of there if y'all keep acting like this.
also, you guys, this is a perfect time to buy stock.
It
I have
is.
bought stock in Netflix and Amazon, and off of Amazon alone, my portfolio is like I put $50 in it.
Hmm.
Alone, I'm at 125.
Right.
That's just off of $50.
And now is a perfect time. And as a matter of fact, I have a
And my Amazon, I ain't gonna tell how much it is, but I'm about to cash it out and use it towards my wedding.
I have the Robinhood app. I don't know if y'all have heard of Robinhood, but
Acorn's good
Robinhood,
too.
huh?
I said Acorn's good too.
Yeah, Acorn is good too. And so the difference between Robinhood and Acorn is Robinhood, you can invite somebody, like you get a free stock when you join, And then if you invite somebody, you get another free stock and they get a free stock. So every time you invite somebody, you get free stock and company.
Well, go ahead and send that to me.
Okay, I'll send you an invite, Dolly. And then and they choose the stock for you. So you might get any old stock, but then you can still see the market and you can see how everything's performing. And like if you drop, I mean if you search the if you search the stocks or whatever, or like one of my nephews told me, I think it's called Novalax or something like that. Novalax. Let me look at it. I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna let y'all know. But the it's the stock for the company that's gonna do the vaccines for the Rona, right? And it did really well today. Like that thing was just through the roof. So that's like get your financial houses and everything in order because it's coming. Hey,
Hey,
Grandma.
can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. I wanted to add something to this.
Mhm.
I was on Facebook and I came across a story that was so hard taken. I'm not gonna go into details,
Mhm.
but the we have to pray for the children that
Mhm.
because some of these kids are not be able to socialize with their friends, and one little boy had actually off, the S
Maybe
word. He was
Demetria.
Mhm.
12. He was 12 years old because of the social, not being to socialize, being stuck in a house, not understanding. This is going to be a big impact on our children, on these babies, to not be able to be around their friends. And this is a part of growing up. You have to be out there to
Welcome, Lady
socialize.
T.
This will stop their social skills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you just
I
can't. I
get
mean,
it.
the Zoom thing is so virtual, and they're already a lot. These kids are so on these computers all day. Now they're on the computers all day, all day. Computers, computer, computer, computer.
Mhm.
So we have to really pray for the children. We have to pray
Right.
for these babies. When I
That's why
heard the
you
story, I'm not
talk
going
to your
to go
child.
into
Ask them how they're really
detail.
going on, how they really feeling.
Yeah, yep. You have to talk to the
Hi, Lady
children
T.
because these kids are going through something that we have never went through in my generation, in your generation, even in my mama's generation. We never had to shut down the whole world and then try to get these kids into home to teach them, and they're like, "Oh, we can't. It's hard. This is hard teaching a 7 year old a 7 year old kid with ADHD to sit in his house, his room. There's nowhere for him to really work because this is his home. So how are we supposed to implicate teaching our kids when they can't? They don't understand what's going on. They think it's spring break. School is out.
You right. You right. And it's crazy because say if you only have one computer in your house and it's only half working, or if all you have is an iPad, or some people don't even have that.
What if you don't have internet or Wi-Fi?
Right. Right.
Hey, this is what I do every day. Like, listen, guys. Mini doll. What do I do every day? How I feel. What else? Do you miss my friends? Are you okay? What do we do outside? What do we do every outside at 5 o'clock? What do we do? What do I let you do? What dog? And you what? Bike. Every day. So you don't feel what in the house? Dizzy.
Hey,
Is he
Demetri.
really sick? Sick. Yeah. All right. That was all. You can go now. Love you. Love you.
I mean,
Bye.
my grandson had a good time with his classmates on Zoom. I mean, you should have seen his. Oh, I almost made me cry to see him just giggle and laugh with his classmates. You can hear the joy to seeing each other. I was in the room crying. Like, this is not fair for these babies. And then y'all keep telling us we're going to open, we're going to close. We don't know what we're going to do. We're going to open halfway to stuff. In California, where I'm at, my county is not opening up nothing. We're not opening. We're not reopening right now. They're not opening up
Thank you,
nothing where
babe.
I
Love
live.
you.
They're not.
Hey, Lady
And then
T, I
another,
was trying to put it in the chat, but I see you can't see the chat, and
hey,
then
Lady T.
I was spelling your name all wrong and stuff. I was like, I'm so rude and
Lady Teen
disrespectful.
Boo.
I apologize. I apologize.
Okay,
So the
so
the mental impact, what is the fallout, the mental fallout after we go back to not normal, but somewhat normal in this country. It's going to be a lot of mental health services
Oh, I
that
have the
that
lowest
attached to this house.
19. Yeah, it's actually not bad. The buy-in price for Novavax.
What's Novak? Stock for coronavirus?
No, but the
That's what
It's
it
buy-in,
not ready.
is.
No.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what
the
it is.
Wait,
buy-in is
okay.
not that bad.
It's really not. And it really went up. It was
The highest you can get is like $33 per share. The lowest estimate is like $19 per share.
yeah,
That's not
20
bad.
it was at
So where
24
do I
today when
sign
my
up for this
nephew
at?
called me.
Where do I
I'm gonna
sign
put
up
it.
for this?
I'm gonna put it in the
Oh, let me tell
chat.
you what happened in my community also, ladies. They came out to do the coronavirus testing. They had the testing site opened up here, out here where I live. Don't you know nobody went down there because of the fear of them putting corona into our community because our community only had one corona case in our whole community.
But you can't blame them, Grandma, because who you don't know what to trust. And see, we talked about this like months ago on your
Hmm.
channel when it first
Hmm.
popped off, and we was like, we don't even know what's going on, where it came from,
Yeah,
like nothing. So, and then you
they've been
got
pushing it. They've been
right,
literally pushing it. They came back 2 days for 2 days and nobody went down there.
right,
Nobody.
and then
Maybe
you
a
got
couple of people, but they didn't go down there. I didn't go down there.
but like even at the White House, you have people in the White House getting tested every day when you got whole communities that can't get tested at all. So it's
And check
like
this out, y'all. Want to hear the kicker?
everything's out of
Want
balance.
to hear the kicker?
What's that?
My community is predominantly African American.
Because we don't trust nobody. We can't.
Hmm. We don't
It's
trust them.
sad, and we probably
I
should
know.
trust people, or we need to be more.
Um, I
We
just
need to be
don't
more
how they.
cognizant of where we put our trust and our distrust. But
Hmm.
you really can't blame a community of people for not trusting when they've been through so many things before. Because the first
Yep.
thing we're going to think about is the Tuskegee experiment
That's what we
Hmm.
started talking about.
and how
That's
they
what the
right and
problem
how
was.
they lined
And
everybody up and gave them a disease they couldn't get rid of. And then all of a sudden, you just gotta live with it because we was gonna see if we could cure it,
We were guinea pigs, but
and then
that's
we
another topic
found
for this
out we
discussion.
can't cure it. Cats out the bag, but y'all got it and we don't, so we good. Like
and the
that's
thing and the
crazy.
thing about it is that we all live close to we live close together. This is I'm in the ghetto. I ain't gonna lie. You know how that live in there. We're close.
But we're getting
Everybody.
off
I mean,
topic.
oh, who me?
Oh
No, I was just saying, trying to
No, I'm
keep
just
us
saying.
on the.
no, we kind of on topic. We right. Like people
No,
don't trust. We still don't trust
don't trust.
nothing.
I'm just saying that for my community not to be hit as hard as other places, they're wondering why nobody really got out here sick. Because nobody really got sick. And
But
I'm thinking because we got all these
haven't y'all
we've
been
been self
quarantined and
quarantined. We've
shut
been
down for a
quarantined,
while?
shut down, and we also
Mhm.
got all these trees and this
Mhm.
wilderness and these woods and that ocean breeze. We
Mhm.
got, we got. I mean, we're just not around a bunch. We're not heavily populated. It's not a city. It's just a little
Right.
valley. We live in a
It's a
valley. That's
town. Uh-huh.
a town. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Yeah,
I
that's
thank God
cool.
for that. But I just thank God that I just want you to. We just pray for the children. Just pray for these babies' minds and their peace, and going through this big transition in the middle of the school. I mean, it's out of nowhere. There no
Right.
is nothing. And then the teachers do come by the house. They do try to do the best they can.
Right.
But I'm just saying for the whole country that I'm gonna be just pray and be vigilant over our babies.
Yeah, and somebody got to do it. Thank you for that, Glamour, because a
Yes,
lot of people don't believe in the power of prayer. So they're not going to pray for
I do.
nobody or
A lot of
nothing.
people think. Let's be honest. A lot of people think it ain't gonna happen to them, so I worry. It ain't
Right.
gonna affect them or somebody they know.
I mean, just like what happened in L.A. when they rushed out to that beach. My governor said, "Get y'all butts in the damn." He was so mad 3 weeks ago because it was hot out here. They ran to that beach and it spiked in certain areas. That thing spiked. But he was like, "Y'all just stay in the house. Stay in the house, please. I'm just trying to keep y'all safe." And he was saying
Mhm.
this. He said, "Don't listen to the president.
Let's
Listen
welcome
to
Demetria
me."
to the set.
How you doing,
Hey, Mitra.
Demetri? What's up,
Hey,
Wait,
baby?
everybody
Mitra can talk.
again. I just wanted to come on real quick before I go back in the chat and finish moderating, just to say that I have, me, my little thing. But y'all giving some good information.
Thank you.
From Hey Bench Thinker to me, I feel
Thank
like
you.
I didn't heard about about 4, 5 uploads that should be coming from everybody.
Hey Benj, how you doing, baby?
Hi,
I'm waiting
Ben.
on uploads from a snack in the meal, Monty, and everybody else about them. What's that?
The
How to grow
Gordons.
Gordon.
Yes.
I'm waiting on now for Dolly to do an upload on how to start investing in stocks. I'm
Oh yeah,
waiting
no
on
problem.
one proud grandma just to come on and just do her stuff tomorrow. She got going on. I just know all this what you call late night snack. I'm gonna need a
Mm-hmm.
I like
whole
this.
meal. If this the
Yeah, I
snack, I'm gonna
agree.
need my meal and a meal.
Ooh.
Snack and a meal. If this night snack, I'm gonna need my meal. I'm gonna need y'all to
Mm-hmm.
feed me. Okay.
Okay.
So
Girl, I talk for
Yeah,
a
I'm
living,
really
so.
interested in the stock, y'all. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
I
interested in
got
the
you
stock.
covered. Yeah.
I'm really
yeah.
interested. Well, I have this money. I might as well invest in something, right?
That's right.
That will
That's what I'm
help
saying.
my
That's what I'm
grandkids
telling
and if.
you.
Like, I'm not even
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna say
Mm-hmm.
how much, but that Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or if I get married next year,
Because
like
Amazon had dropped
Tigua.
all T-way down. It was
Yes.
all the
And
way
I
down.
bought it when it was low.
And even Berkshire Hathaway, his stock, not mean to be off topic, y'all, but the stock
Who's
for
that?
Berkshire Hathaway, that's Warren Buffett's company, his finance company. And they have
Mm-hmm.
like real estate insurance holdings and they own a whole bunch of small businesses. So their stock price was like leveling at about $2,000 a share maybe a year or two ago. And it got all the way down to like 300 and something dollars like last month.
And they also say that the housing has dropped too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the
I
house
told
is
y'all.
teeter totter right now. I'm looking now and
No.
I'm seeing a lot of very interesting housing deals, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if we let it
Wait.
strain a little bit longer, then
Uh-huh.
it's gonna get even better. Because
Wait. So wait.
yeah, because that's what the
Yeah.
investors gonna do. They're gonna try to
Well,
drown
I'm gonna
y'all
tell
out
y'all
so
the
y'all don't
truth.
have no money and you have to give up your homes and everybody gonna come pick them up. They're gonna be getting blocks at a time like they did a few years ago. But the difference is by now we should be able to see it and be more educated to where
Uh-huh.
we can see the same thing and we can put ourselves in a position to be able to get a couple of houses ourselves. Get you a duplex, live in one side and rent the other side out and let your neighbor pay for the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Or get you two or
Ooh.
three houses on the street, or get you two or three houses in different states, or do whatever you want to do. But invest.
My sister just said that. She's like, I've been looking at houses for y'all. She's like, I don't know why. She was like, because it got the market in Sacramento is good.
Mhm.
I'm investigating.
Amazon share it went way
If y'all
back
just
up.
hold out and save y'all money, we might can get you and your, get you and your daughter, because that's who, we live together, into a
Mhm.
house. And she told us to
Yeah.
wait. Just
Right.
wait it on, and I'll be looking
Yeah.
for it.
And pool
Yeah.
your resources. A lot of communities, they'll get together, they'll buy one 5-bedroom house, they'll catch it at a bargain price, and they'll have the
Uh-huh.
whole family put up $1,000 a head and come on through and buy that
Oh.
house. But see, we won't do that
Oh.
because we can't live with each other.
Oh, that sounds good. Y'all
Yeah.
see a future.
You
Demetrius
say
said
that sounds
mine.
good. But a lot of communities do that. It's something about African Americans where we don't feel like that's something that really interests us.
I know the Chinese community does that when they did their stores. They all live in one house, and they let the oldest person, they get the first business, and it's like,
Mhm.
and then the next person they just moving, and everybody got a store. They
Right.
save the money, and they work in the store. They save the money, they accumulate the money. Why are these? And that's all they do. But black people get mad because somebody drank the last of the Kool-Aid and left it in the icebox. So that's going to be a big fight in the house. But we need to know, as African Americans, we need to pull our resources as a family unit, as right now, today, what's
Mhm.
going on, that we should be able to coexist and cohabit with each other, because we don't know what's going to future is going to be. If you can get a
Right.
house, and I mean, I'm a wait, and if you got any information, I think it would be good for you. This is good topic and snack. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Look, and Spanish people too. Yep. Oh, that they'll
Mhm.
build a house. They will
Right.
build. They took over so many communities out here in California. Oh my God! Like when they were bad communities, they
Mhm.
built the houses up, and they're just building and building. But we can't see the forest through the trees because we have pride and ego gets in our way.
Right. And so we gotta like it's we have to change our thought process just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. We're gonna have to figure out a way to like be more as accepting of a new normal, since we've been a new normal is being pushed on us anyway. We need to
Yes.
be more accepting of a new normal, and you know, we just got to get our minds together, because a lot of
Preach.
the times we get left in the dust because we won't accept things that are normally accepted in other communities. Now, I'm not saying that we need to be like everybody else, right? Or we need to try to be like them, everybody else. But what I'm
What are
saying
you
is
doing?
we could probably support
Get out of here.
ourselves better if we had each other's back better. If we learn how to pool our resources, then we could
I'm
have
about to
our
drop
own
down in the
community.
chat. I gotta cook.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
Okay.
coming up,
Okay.
Grandma.
Thank you for
Like a
letting me come up.
really
Happy birthday. I see you in the chat.
Okay. But so let's learn how to pool our resources so we can have our own communities. Because even the communities we live in, it ain't ours. They belong to
not only
everybody
that,
else. What else
not
is
only
there,
that,
darling?
there's nothing wrong to asking for help. There's
Right.
nothing wrong. Go to neighbor. Look, I need help with this. Can you help me? I'm
Mhm.
not feeling right. I feel like I'm emotional. I need to cry. Can you
Mhm.
be a listening ear for me?
Mhm.
There is nothing wrong with that.
Right. Oh,
Because you being that listening ear, it's gonna be that you're gonna be that person to save that person's life. Because they might be on the edge, they might losing themselves. They might be on the edge of like, I can't do this no more.
well, the rebuild from this right here is going to have a lot of people humbling themselves and crying on a lot of shoulders. And it's also going to have a lot of people being a support system that they never knew that they could be. Because you're going to have to do it.
And we have a saying over here that we say she left.
I am my
I am my
sister's
system
keeper.
keeper. So I'm gonna hold everybody in this chat accountable as of today. Be your sister's keeper.
Well, you know, I like to say that my sisters keep me because sometimes I be a little off kilt, but it's okay because y'all bring me
Woohoo.
back. Y'all bring me right on back. And I appreciate that. And I will keep you as well. So, anyway, y'all. I'm about to jump off this
Wait,
live.
before we go, does anybody
Yes,
have any
ma'am.
questions? Anything you want to know about before we go?
Oh,
I'm
Miss
sorry,
Money,
I didn't mean to take over. I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. Miss Money, I'm not opposed to a tiny home either, and I would definitely take a mobile home. I will even consider a RV girl. Like it's a little different right now. Now let me see. Let me see who's in the chat, cause I see my numbers going up and down, y'all. I went from 400 to 6.
You wrong for that. You wrong for that.
I think Chef Disaster gone, but thanks for
I'm
coming
glad I
back, Chef
connected with you
Disaster.
too.
You hit that replay. Of course, Demetria lit all day. Of course, Miss Miney to you. Y'all, thanks for being my supporters all the time. Binge Thinker, thank you for coming through because you just as beautiful, and I love getting your replays. Okay, love it. And T Royal Heights Club, thank you for coming
Aww.
through and entertaining our little dialogue. And
This girl a hot mess.
my one proud grandma, my prayer warrior, honey. She prayed for me one day. The next day, I was all sorts of blessed. Y'all better get into it. Oh yeah, we're gonna have 1.1K in the chat the next time. That's what y'all didn't know. Okay. We about to come up on 1.1K. And
And if
see,
you
I
got that
wanted
1.1K and I get that, what was it? At 15K, that means we all got it together.
okay, all of us. And you know what, Grandma, I would do and money. I would actually get like a couple of modulars or mobile homes or whatever. My family can have their own little trailer park, just me and my people, but everybody got their own space if they need it, if it need to be like that. Or I can get a little house. You know, you can get a house. It's gonna be some foreclosures this time next year. It's gonna be some. So I don't know. We'll look.
So
Oh,
this is a
Gaia's
perfect
still here. Thank you for coming
opportunity.
out, Gaia. I appreciate you too, baby.
Get y'all finances in order. This is the perfect opportunity because when this ends,
Mhm.
and the market is going to be low. It's going to be low. It's already starting to get there. But when
Also,
it gets too
y'all, if
low
y'all
enough,
looking for
bounce on it.
if you need to make some money, Um, maybe later on this week, I might come back live. I might do an upload. It'll probably be a live. I don't really know, but we'll talk about how to get some. We're gonna talk about some ways to put some money in your pocket and how to get some how to get some a couple of extra revenue streams coming in, because you got to have more than one. And when you see them coming, like when you see ways to make money, don't be afraid to embrace the opportunity. If you got time, you got money. Just don't overextend yourself. So we'll discuss that too, because I got like a lot of ways, like a lot of little different things, you know, ideas, tips, tricks, everything to to help bring some income in. It's a tough time. We might as well. Can't really do nothing else. Might as well make some money, invest, get paid.
We
Hmm.
and then whatever money you do have, put some to the side for a rainy day. Because we're gonna have a rainy day soon.
That's if you choose to. I'm not really choosing the rain. I'm really looking at it from the other side. So,
But
um,
you put some money to the side still.
hmm I tell you what, if they have the rain dolly, you have the umbrella.
Rain, okay.
You don't stand
Put
out
some
there and
money to
get
the side
soaking
for the
wet.
sunny day. It ain't gotta be a rainy day.
Okay.
A sunny day.
You
A
stand out there.
warm,
You
cooler
don't you
day.
don't stand out there and get soaking wet.
My favorite, a tequila day.
You know what? I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it. I just knew. So, anywho, y'all, thanks for coming out for a late night snack with me and letting me bump my gums with y'all. Kiki, kiki, kiki. I'll be seeing y'all soon. Don't forget tomorrow at 3:15 Central Time. I think it's Central, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
4:15. That'll be 4:15 Eastern. Um, Demetra and Monty are gonna feed us again. They will be preparing a nice
Bowing it out.
home cooked meal. They're gonna make a nice home cooked meal tomorrow. I'm kind of excited about it. I really believe they're gonna be cooking everything from scratch, but I won't know until I get there. However, I
It's about to
will
be a
be
food
there.
fight.
However, I will be there, and I will be moderating that chat because for some reason it's something about the cooking show that I just love. I love food. I love to cook. I love everything that got to do with eating. So I will be there in that chat with all of you ladies, and we'll be talking about some um some good tips for cooking and how to make your food be moist and succulent and inviting and everything. Then on Thursday at 7:15 Eastern, 4:15 Pacific time, Grandma is going to have our Thankful Thursday. We are doing a Woman in the Bible series. She's doing a great job. We do have people who come through and the ladies that get up on the stream yard, they give so much value and input to the show. Um we really we come out of Thursday so blessed. Yes. What's up to the 800 in the chat? You know what? Look at God. Look at God. See there? See there? Won't he do it? He'll do that. He did that. He did it. And then on Friday nights, my little twin sister Dolly is going to be having
Oh.
another great game. Are you having a game on Friday?
Yes, we're actually gonna do Are You Smarter Than Baby Doll? My version of Are You Smarter Than Fifth Grade?
And see, what's going to end up happening is the fifth grader going to come through and win. I already know, but I'm still going to play with her because I know y'all scared. I know y'all scared to play against Baby Dolly. So put my name on the list for Friday night. What time does
Got
the game
you.
start?
Fridays we do it at 6:30 now because my 7:30 time tends to, match with everybody else's.
Okay.
So coming early on Fridays is actually I get a lot more traffic that way.
Okay. All right. So
6:30 Eastern.
Friday at 6:30, we're gonna go over the dollies and we're gonna have another fun game. She's not telling us anything except for is are you smarter than Baby Dolly? So that could be any old thing. I don't even know what grade this girl is in. She don't even know if I finished that grade. See there? See y'all ain't playing fair. And I got a homeschool. But I'll be there. I will be there.
Yes, thank you, Miss
Mhm.
Monty.
So thanks everybody for coming through. Thank you, Dolly, for coming up and joining me. Let me get the people.
Read this one. Read Demetrius.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And I want to thank all of the great content creators. I'm gonna read this right from the script. Miss T, my baby Reed, Ask April, Butterfly, Stay Fry,
That's my
Real
mommy.
Mamas, Real Problems, One Proud Grandma, Binge Thinker, Lady T, and our number one supporter queen, Diva. Thank y'all for supporting us and always coming through. I'll be dropping by actually everybody's chat that I can this week. And usually these are the ladies that I support. I try to get in their chats. And if I can't get in your chat, I'll get to your replay. That I will do. And I'm trying to think if it's anybody who's not on the list. If it is, Charlie, put
Yeah.
my hand in my
Car
heart.
talks with was it Car talks with Chanel?
Is Chanel back making videos now?
She's going to start again.
Okay, and content is also back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
And and and
Sticks.
and Miss Monty to you. She has a macaroni and cheese recipe on her page.
And then we
And
forgot about Sticks Girl.
Sticks Girl and M Bernadette Ball. Everybody. Everybody. They know who they are. I can't even like I feel like
That's
I'm
the
watching
fam.
my
Support the
video,
fam.
but that is the fam. That is the fam. Yep, all of y'all. Gaia Love. Uh 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 Grandma said Thursday's topic is gonna be women with the issue of blood.
No, it's still that chick Chanel, but
So
her vlog is called Car Talk with Chanel.
that's gonna be interesting, Grandma. Women with the issue of blood. That could go a lot of different ways. So I'm kind of interested in seeing how that's gonna go.
Who's back?
Content is back.
She
No,
is?
who's back? Money's back.
I knew Content was back, but who else is back?
Money's back. Is somebody else back?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I know Content came back.
Guy, you're throwing up all the snacks in the chat. See there? See there?
I just want to know who's back. I know Content came back.
That's it right there.
Okay.
Guy, you're my cousin. I said 44 times. Money is back.
Oh.
The winner, the winner of the Hood Jeopardy final round, Miss Money to you, is back with some advice. Good advice.
Okay.
She put them in the kitchen. They
Oh, y'all
stirred,
know.
they stirring it around and throwing it down. Okay. Mhm. So Dolly, I'm gonna bring you down. I'm gonna tell them they love closing thoughts. My man just came home, so
All right.
I'm gonna give him about 3 minutes of my time. Thank you, sis. Thanks for being my co-host today.
No problem.
Love you,
Like,
boo.
love you too. All right, yeah, drop me.
Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming out. You know what? It's a little bit different though. It's a little different, Demetra. It's a little different though. Me and Gaia, we kind of see eye to eye. We kind of on the same terms. She ain't got to be my cousin. That's my homegirl. That's my ace boom coon. How about that? How about that? Is that better? But thanks y'all for coming through, supporting the live tonight. It was good to see all of y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later in the week. I got some things that I need to handle. Thanks for coming by and good night.